Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we've got EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. From Las Vegas. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Both these teams last year, identical 10-7 records. Both were playoff teams that went out in the wild card round. With a big difference, last year Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator of the Pats. This year, he's the head man in Las Vegas. So this, a game he's definitely had circled on his calendar. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 31, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Jones. He's got his man, Thornton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. second down. This is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Raiders sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing his car on third down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Carr now on first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 30 on second down, Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Holmes. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll send Parker in motion right. Jones on 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jones on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he gets this to Thornton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
That's good. Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Here's Carr to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Carr. Able to find Llroe. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and 5 now. Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they got the turnover, and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Jones throw to complete to Myers. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Patriots.
They'll send Parker in motion right. They'll look to throw again.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Patriots first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jones now off the play fake. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 13 yards out.
And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Carr going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Carr now to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll send Parker in motion right. From the 39, Jones. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Folks, kick is good.
And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Folk out there now to kick this one off.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Raiders on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr caught on the right side by Adams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They got 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs,
his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. offense going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
With a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send Parker in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing his card. Pass complete. It's Adams.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Carr.
The open man here, Renfro. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one